Hey, good morning. Welcome to The Bright Side. I am Pharmacist Ben. Thank you for joining us. We've got Brooke Bowles coming up at the bottom of the hour. We're going to talk a little bit about copper, and we'll take your calls here in our second segment, 844-236-6010. If you have questions about health, nutrition, prescription drugs, if you want to get off your medication and get on a good nutritional supplement program, we can help you. We highly recommend that if you're on a prescription drug, that you wean yourself off your prescription drug with your doctor's participation. You don't have to take a drug just because your doctor told you to take a drug, but it's always a good idea to let him know what you're up to. And I highly recommend, if you're on a long-term prescription drug, if you're on a prescription drug that you're supposedly going to be on, quote, for the rest of your life, unquote, that you make it your number one health goal to wean yourself off. It's so important to understand that medication, chronic prescription drugs that are taken chronically do not help you a whit. They're there to mask your symptom. They're there to hide the causes of disease, and they're not going to increase your health, improve your health, or increase your longevity in any way. Your number one health challenge, if you are on a prescription drug, chronic and long-term, is to get off of it, wean yourself off of it, wean yourself onto a nutritional supplement program. Do it with your doctor's participation, but do it. You don't have to take a prescription drug just because you've been ordered to take one. Speaking of being ordered to take one, do you know, according to the Congressional Research Service, which provides legal analysis to congressmen and congresswomen and congressional committees, governments have the authority to enact laws to, quote, provide for the public health, safety, and morals of the state's inhabitants and states' general police power, or states have general police power to promote public health and safety. And the Congressional Research Service continues on in their legal analysis, quote, this encompasses the authority to require mandatory vaccinations, unquote. Let me say that again. This is the Congressional Research Service. This is a legal body, a legal entity that provides legal analysis to members of Congress. Quote, this encompasses the authority to require mandatory vaccinations. CRS further states, the Supreme Court has twice considered constitutional challenges to such mandatory vaccination requirements. Each time the court rejected challenges and recognized that such laws fall squarely within the state's police powers. I actually posted this on my Facebook page, on the Brightside Facebook page, which I encourage you guys to follow and check out on a regular basis. We post daily, or we post regularly. We post daily, actually, my moments of truth, and we encourage comments. And it's a great way for me to get to know you guys and for us to have communication. It's The Bright Side with Pharmacist Ben. That's our Facebook page, and I posted that article this morning after reading another article. This was on the website WND. Alan Dershowitz, who's a constitutional scholar of some renown, says states, this is a quote, by the way, state has a right to plunge a needle into your arm, unquote. Quote, state has a right to plunge a needle into your arm, unquote. Harvard Law School emeritus professor Alan Dershowitz claimed in an interview that the government has a constitutional right under the 10th Amendment. The 10th Amendment is kind of interesting because the 10th Amendment is about federal powers versus state powers. It's not really about vaccination, but it's about distinguishing federal powers versus state powers. And according to the 10th Amendment, at least in Alan Dershowitz's opinion, the state has a constitutional right to forcibly vaccinate a citizen to curb the right of contagious disease. Quote, let me put it clearly. You have no constitutional right to engender the public and spread the disease. Even if you disagree, you have no right not to be vaccinated. You have no right not to wear a mask. You have no right to open up your business, unquote. For some reason or another, we've gotten it through our collective heads, and I don't know if it's been, well, probably has been inserted into our collective heads in a manipulative and nefarious fashion, that somehow vaccinations will somehow cure things. There's this magic injection that will eliminate problems. And it's the idea that we accept this without scientific analysis, without critical thinking, is really a sign of our dumbed-down domestication. I was reading a gal on Facebook, and she wrote this quote. Let's read. This is from a gal named Ellie Moe on Facebook, and it's really cool. Quote, let's reflect for a moment on animal farming. We know for years of observations that farmers who opt for their livestock to remain indoors, isolated, confined, prevented from natural activities, then dosed with vaccines, medications, etc. This is what happens to livestock. These are not and never will be a healthy population / herd. They will always be sick, unquote. That is absolutely correct. If you domesticate cattle and you stick them in indoors and isolate them and don't let them eat their natural grass and feed them corn and soy and other processed foods and confine them and prevent them from doing natural activities, they're not going to be healthy. And you can vaccinate them, that's great. And you can give them antibiotics, awesome. They won't get infections, but they're going to be sick. Medicines, vaccines, and antibiotics cannot make this kind of lifestyle okay for cattle or for humans. It's not fair to do this to human beings, but we are complicit because we somehow believe that the medical model can miraculously cure, miraculously prevent, miraculously keep us healthy, miraculously eliminate disease. It's not true. It is not true, and we have to cut through this information haze, this fog of misinformation that we are all in. And by the way, that's why you don't watch the news. Don't watch the news. The media is selling us fear. The media is selling, there's two words here. They're selling us fear. They're selling and they're promoting fear. What are they selling? The media is not there to inform anybody. It's there to sell. And what are they promoting? Fear, because fear sells, and we're buying it way, way too easily. Anyway, sorry for that rant, but I just got ticked off this morning when I read constitutional scholar Alan Dershowitz. State has the right to plunge a needle into your arm. But we got to take the bull by the horns, folks. That means get on a supplement program. That means start exercising. That means practice good breathing techniques, good respiratory techniques. That means meditating. That means becoming spiritual. That means capturing and taking control over your mind and not letting your mind take control over you. That means taking control over our lives, because if we don't take control over our lives, somebody else will, and that's exactly what's happening now. All right, 844-236-6010 is our number. On the bright side, we got Brooke Bowles coming up at the bottom of the hour. What do you think of this 10th Amendment? What do you think Alan Dershowitz saying? The state has a right to plunge a needle into your arm. What do you think of the Supreme Court saying that they have a right to vaccinate because it is somehow in the public interest to vaccinate? Love to hear your comments. We'll get your calls next segment, 844-236-6010. I also want to continue talking about my top 10 in no particular order longevity products. We'll do that when we come back from our break. And we got Brooke Bowles, and we're going to talk about one of my personal favorite nutrients, one of my personal favorite elements, which is copper, one we don't talk about too much. Brooke has not only made herself an expert on copper, but she has started a company called Copperhead, which is the first liquid supplement and appliance hair care system using copper technology to create beautiful, silky, smooth hair, and also for treating the onset of graying and thinning hair. We'll talk to Brooke. In the bottom of the hour, we'll get your calls next segment, 844-236-6010. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. I am Pharmacist Ben. We're talking to Brooke Bowles at the bottom of the hour. We're going to talk about copper as a supplement, copper for your hair. Dr. Wallach's been talking about copper for a long time. I use copper in my in our blemish repair complex, and we use copper in our connective tissue or our collagen recovery complex. Copper is very important for building connective tissue, especially vascular connective tissue. And copper and zinc go together. A lot of folks are taking zinc these days. In fact, it's kind of hard to find zinc. Some health food stores are out of zinc. It has been out of stock on certain websites. That's because zinc is very important for the immune system. As you know, we've talked about zinc all the time. But zinc and copper go together. And if you're taking zinc for your immune system, for skin, as a general nutritional supplement, you always want to take zinc with copper. Zinc and copper go together, and if you're taking zinc without copper, you may end up deficient in copper. So always take your zinc and copper together. Copper is super important for the production of melanin, which is why it's being recommended for treating gray hair, and also for a condition called vitiligo. I'm not sure if it works for those things, but I can tell you it's very important for the heart and for the cardiovascular system via its ability to help build connective tissue, which of course means it's going to be important for helping with wrinkles, as well as helping build bone and correct joint problems for folks who are dealing with degenerative joint diseases and arthritis. If you want to purchase longevity products, call 866-735-2470. Even better, if you want to sign up to join the Brightside Ben team, call 866-735-2470. Or head to our websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, or criticalhealthnews.com. And if you'd like to take a look at our Truth Skin Health products, truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. Almost every day we get at least one or two, sometimes more reviews. We subscribe to a review service called Yotpo, and they send out little review questionnaires to folks who purchase Truth treatments, and folks have the opportunity to write reviews, and we've got 350 plus 5-star reviews over the last 4 months. She's got another one today for Lindsay P. She says, I have absolutely loved the vitamin C serum. That's my Truth Transdermal C serum. The vitamin C balm. That's our Truth Transdermal C balm. And our biomimetic mineral mist. I use the serum with the high hyaluronic acid serum and mist in the AM and the balm and mist in the PM. My skin is much more plump, and some of the worst wrinkles are actually looking like they are lessening, which I thought was not possible. Thank you, Ben. And that's just one of hundreds of 5-star reviews. You can check them out. Our reviews up on our website, truthtreatments.com. You can just do a Google search on Truth Treatments, or on Facebook as well, or Instagram for that matter. You'll see all the great reviews. If you're interested in, and by the way, it's no surprise because you're getting 100% active and functional ingredients. The Truth is not just another skincare line, folks. It's 100% active and functional ingredients. It's a completely different way of taking care of your skin. You don't slather Truth treatments on your skin. If you can slather a skincare product on your skin without thinking about it, that's telling you there's nothing in the product. That's telling you it doesn't matter how you apply the product because it's empty. If you can slather a product on your skin, the implicit message is there's nothing effective in the product, because if there was, you couldn't slather it. You don't slather medicine on your body. You don't swallow 30 pills because you want to get better, faster. You take one pill at a time if you're taking medicine. And skincare should be like medicine. If you're interested in checking out our 100% active and functional Truth ingredients and Truth treatments, go to truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. All right, we'll get your calls here in just a minute, 844-236-6010. We talked about glucogel caps. We talked about ultimate niacin. We talked about Fucoid Z. I think that's all we talked about here. I might be missing one. The fourth of my top 10 favorite longevity products is the I-26 Hyperimmune Egg, which is kind of a hidden gem in the longevity line. Hyperimmune Egg is egg powder that's derived from eggs that are hatched from chickens that have been given immune boosters. They've actually been vaccinated. The chickens have been given bacteria, and in response to those bacteria, the chicken produce antibodies. The chicken produce antibodies that are then come out in the eggs. So the eggs are said to be hyperimmune because they have antibodies to bacteria like E. coli, Salmonella, Pseudomonas, H. flu, or Haemophilus influenza, they call it, Klebsiella, various species of strep. And when you eat these eggs, or you eat the powder derived from the eggs, which is what the longevity product I-26 is, you get the antibodies. And these antibodies to various bacteria are especially important for the digestive system, for folks who are dealing with diarrhea, chronic diarrhea, or SIBO, small intestinal bacterial overgrowth. I-26 can be incredibly valuable. It's also been used effectively to treat rheumatoid arthritis, also osteoarthritis, and as a general tonic, as a general immune boosting tonic. And it's basically egg protein, the I-26. So you're getting protein a very valuable source of protein, and you're getting antibodies that were produced by the chicken in response to these various bacteria, which makes it I-26 a great source of protein for adding to your smoothie, which I do every day. And it makes it a great source of antibodies for helping protect against bacteria that are specifically associated with digestive problems, but also other various inflammatory health issues. As always, with my favorite longevity products, non-toxic and multifunctional. When you protect the digestive system, you are going to protect multiple parts of the body, because obviously the digestive system is linked to everything else. I-26 can be found on the Longevity website. It's a 100% specific immunity egg protein. You use it once or twice a day, and highly recommend it. I personally take it once a day in my smoothie. All right, 844-236-6010. Let's go to the phone. Say good morning to Don in Georgia. What's going on, Don?
Hey, I'm good, Ben. How?
Nice to talk to you. Do we have you, Don?
Yeah. Am I there?
Yeah, you're here now. What's going on, buddy?
Okay, cool. That I-26 sounds very interesting, and it kind of correlates to the question I was going to ask.
Yes, sir.
Which is, ever since I turned 50, I've realized that my intestinal tract makes all types of noises. Very loud noises, like, you can hear like the factory going on. And that's never happened before.
After you eat a specific food, or just in general, after you eat anything?
In general, sometimes if I don't eat anything, like I've been stopping my eating earlier in the evening, so I'll stop around 6. So my body has a lot of time to digest. And even when I do that, I'll lay down at night. And when I lay down at night, I'll just hear all types of workings going on.
I wouldn't worry about it too much unless you're symptomatic. So you got to let me know, are there any symptoms that you have? Are you noticing diarrhea, bloating, gas?
Gas. I'll notice
right,
gas.
And how long after you eat?
Well, only when it starts churning and making noises. Like,
you would say half hour, 45 minutes, hour, 6 hours?
No, this might be hours. It might be like hours. 5, 6 hours later.
All right, that sounds like something's percolating along in the large intestine. You got to figure out, associated with specific foods, the large intestine is where water is. Do you have diarrhea issues? Large intestine is where water is pulled out of food, pulled out of the stool. What do you have diarrhea issues? Loose stools?
No, I'm pretty regular and formed.
Loose stools? Any looseness, or are they fully formed without being too gross?
Fully formed.
Okay, fully formed. It sounds to me like you got having a large intestinal issue. That I-26 might be something that you'd want to take. And then also, if you're not already, probiotics and fermented foods, which are always a good idea. But really, one of the first things you want to do is isolate the foods. That'll give you a lot of information. Hey, call tomorrow, Don, and we can continue the discussion. We got to go. Brooke Bowles coming up at the bottom of the hour. I'm Pharmacist Ben. We'll be back after this. Okay, we are back on the bright side. I'm Pharmacist Ben, and we're on the air Monday through Friday, 8 to 9 Pacific and 10 to 11 Central Time, 24/7 on the archive page at brightsideben.com. Also have an archive page with a search engine at benfuchsarchives.com. If you miss a program or you want to review a topic, you can go to benfuchsarchives.com and punch whatever topic you're interested in the search engine. You can also get all our archive programs at brightsideben.com, and also on our Facebook page, The Bright Side with Pharmacist Ben. You can purchase longevity products off my blog page, pharmacistben.com, also criticalhealthnews.com and brightsideben.com. We got news stories and blog posts and all kinds of good health information, videos. It's all free at brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com. And don't forget to take a look at our Truth Skin Health products at truthtreatments.com, all formulated for wound healing. In my compounding pharmacy many years ago, what I discovered was that healing wounds is the key to beauty. Healing and beauty go hand in hand, and if your beauty product can't heal the skin, it ain't a beauty product. It's a superficial product, and that's why I created my Truth Treatments, 100% active and functional ingredients only in all our Truth Treatments. Check them out at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. All right, I am excited to have our guest on, Brooke Bowles, co-founder and president of Copperhead. We'll talk about Copperhead here with Brooke. She's got a BA in public relations, and she's also a designer, and she created something called Boo Boo's Designer Fashion Bandages, which I didn't know that, and I've heard of those. You can get those those on Amazon or at Nordstrom. She's also co-author of a book called High Definition Makeup Curriculum, and she is an expert on copper, which is one of my all-time favorite elements and all-time favorite nutrients. Please welcome to the bright side, Brooke Bowles. What's up, Brooke?
Oh, hi, Ben. How are you?
I'm great, and I had no idea that Boo Boo's was yours. That is awesome.
Actually, that was from the early 90s. they're not around anymore. That was my first project.
They are.
I'm a serial entrepreneur.
I saw them on. I saw them on Amazon.
Really? Did you? Well,
yes,
maybe
I saw
somebody
them.
had a few leftovers. Who knows?
Okay, all right.
So good to hear from you, and thank you for having me on your show this morning. Super excited.
It's good to talk to you. So we talk about copper a lot. It's one of my favorite elements, and you have made yourself somewhat of an expert on copper. So first, tell us a little bit about why copper's so important, in general, why it's so important to you, and then let's get into Copperhead after that.
Sure. Well, most people are not aware that copper deficiency is a leading cause of graying hair. It's also a common cause of thinning hair, and I feel like it's a mineral that's heavily overlooked and misunderstood. Would you not agree?
I totally agree with you. Do you suggest that people? How do you suggest that people get copper? Supplements, foods? What do you tell people?
Well, certainly there's all sorts of ways of getting out. One of them is certainly your foods, meat and leafy greens and nuts, shellfish, all items that are rich in copper. But we also do have supplements, and like you mentioned earlier in the hour, it is so critical to take copper with zinc. And if you're not taking it, then you're probably deficient in the other if they're not together. So we do have a supplement, and it is something you take 2 a day.
What is the supplement? What exactly? Is it just copper, or is it like a multiple thing?
Oh, it's multiple. It has your vitamin C, D, E, you have your B6, your B12, biotin, iron, iodine, zinc, selenium, copper, and some omegas in there. And that is the hair, lash, and brow and skin formula.
Very nice. And tell us about topical copper.
So we sell a leave-on treatment. Our products have six items in it, our daily shampoo, daily conditioner, but our hero product is called the leave-on hair and scalp treatment, and that's a product you use daily directly on the scalp, and we have 3 mega doses of active ingredients in our products. So one of them is copper tripeptide. Are you familiar?
Oh, yeah, I'm very familiar.
Okay, yeah, of course. So copper tripeptide has been known to be equally as effective as 5% minoxidil, but without all the harsh side effects. So it's great for hair growth. Then we have another product in there called copper salicylate, and copper salicylate helps to restore hair color and delay the gray. So let me go back a minute. Copper is required for the production of melanin, and melanin is our hair and our skin and our hair, skin, and eye color. So the topical spray you use daily, and that's going to help promote hair growth. It's going to help restore the natural hair color. It's also going to be anti-inflammatory, great to get rid of dry, itchy scalp.
And that's a spray-on?
Yeah, that's a spray-on treatment.
And you can spray on your skin and hair, or is it just for hair?
No, this is just all hair. You spray it directly on the scalp, and you spray it on the hair to use as a nice comb-through product. It gives instant shine, hydration, defrizzes. So you get instant benefits as well as long-term benefits with continued use.
So one of my, I don't mean to interrupt here, one of my favorite enzymes in the body is superoxide dismutase. And we talk about it as a detoxing element. But superoxide dismutase is actually a copper enzyme, correct?
Right. It also helps to stimulate the hair color pigment production, and it also balances out the free radicals, protecting the skin from photoaging, which we never think about our scalp actually getting photoage from the sun and pollution. So, yes, it is super important to have in your hair care products. It's also very expensive. It's not an expensive product, but we use mega doses of it.
Can you put, I want to talk about megadose here in a second, but can you put this stuff right on your skin instead of your scalp, like on your face?
We do not recommend that, no. It is not a skin treatment. We leave that for you, Ben.
It sounds like it would be, though. Copper salicylate, salicylic acid has some really nice skin health benefits, and copper salicylate seems like a great dosage form.
Maybe you and I need to formulate that.
Maybe we got to talk about that, Brooke. That's right.
Yeah, I'm thinking I like your thought process here.
Okay, I like that. I like the way you're thinking. So you also have a device.
Yeah, so copper is really incredible. It's just so interesting. So it dates back all the way to the Big Bang Theory, okay, 13.8 billion years ago. It's found in most living and non-living things, and it's essential for our health and wellness and beauty. So it even dates back to the Romans, where they were using it for cooking and coinage. How often have you seen a beautiful copper pot, right?
Yeah, or a beautiful copper penny. I don't know if I don't know if there's still copper, though. Are they?
There's not. I found out the's not, actually.
Yeah, that's right.
But what's interesting is you can actually get copper ions when you cook with those beautiful copper pans. And the Egyptians were using it as well. They were using them for tools and mirrors. So copper is an excellent conductor of heat and electricity. So we used it in our flat iron. It's a styling tool that is actually patented. It has an S-shaped design, which gives you more versatility when you style, meaning you can straighten, you can curl, you can wave. But what's so great about the copper plates, not only are they beautiful, but they actually inhibit the growth of bacteria and fungus. And it gives the most even heat distribution, which is really important in flat iron. You want to make sure the flat iron's nice and hot throughout, so it gives you the best results.
Is that how you came up with it? Was from understanding copper throughout history?
That is correct. We came up with the flat iron. That was our first product. We came up with it over 3 years ago and selling it to the salon community and cosmetology schools around the country. And that was our first copper item. We were the first to introduce copper-plated flat irons, as well as the patented S-shaped design.
Is that a thing now in the hair? I don't know much about the hair beauty business, but is that a thing now? Copper plate, copper iron hair flatteners? Is that what you call them?
I think in the last year I've seen somebody take off with a different version of it, which flattery.
It's the sincerest form of imitation. Is the sincerest form.
Yeah,
or flattery is the sincerest form of imitation, something like that. So what is? So you have a company called Headlux, right?
Fuchs is our other company. We sell cosmetology school supplies. We sell everything they need to graduate, everything from appliances, brushes, combs, makeup, you name it, as well as supplying the cosmetology students with educational materials to help advance them in their skill sets.
Okay, we got to take a break. When we come back, I want to talk about The Look TV show and how I met you, actually. And then we can tell the listeners how they can take a look at how they can watch The Look and also how they can check out your products. We're talking to Brooke Bowles, co-founder and president of Headlux, and I guess you say inventor of the Copperhead.
This is Ed Fuchs.
Okay, we are back on the bright side talking to Brooke Bowles, the inventor, I guess you could say, of the Copperhead liquid and appliance hair care system, and president and co-founder of Headlux. So the Copperhead liquid and appliance hair care system is part of Headlux? Is that something you guys sell?
No, two separate companies.
Two separate companies. And can ordinary people participate in Headlux, or is it just for estheticians and professionals?
No, we do have a website, headlux.com, Hedlux, and we sell everything you can imagine for hairstylists and estheticians.
Awesome. So you are going to be a star, on TV star now too. In addition to being a genius and an entrepreneur and charismatic and beautiful. Yes, we're both going to be stars, TV stars.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about The Look and how you got involved. Tell us about The Look, what it's going to be about, and how you got involved.
Yes. Well, I met Mina, the producer, about over a year ago, and she approached me with this great idea of this TV show called The Look All Stars, which is a makeover challenge show using special tools in their box. They have to create these different looks, and it's hosted by Kim Vo, and Kim Vo is a famous celebrity hairstylist. He's like the blonde guy. He does all the blondes, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jennifer Aniston, you name it. And he has about 4 salons in Southern California. So we filmed at his newest, most beautiful location in West Hollywood. And, we filmed all day, didn't we? We were there, 13 hours.
And it was a long day. Yes, it was a long day.
Great.
Have you done TV
we're super excited. That airs on May 27th, Wednesday, on the CW network. And it will be on at 7 o'clock Pacific time. 10 o'clock East Coast time, and then you'll have to check your local listings.
Are you nervous?
Find out what channel. But here's the cool thing, too. We're going to be on the Perfect 365 app. Are you familiar with the app?
No, I want to hear about it.
It's a free app that, the young kids are using. It's a makeover app that allows you to be able to try on different looks and hair colors and hairstyles, and then you can actually see the tutorials on how to get that look and then where to purchase it.
And tell me the name again, the 365?
Perfect 365.
So if we just search Perfect...
download on your phone. It's a lot of fun.
If you just search Perfect 365 on your iPhone, you'll get, in the App Store, you'll find the app?
Yep, and that's a great way to try on various looks, see different makeup colors and how you like it before you actually proceed to purchase, and also learn all the beauty tips behind it.
Is that connected to the TV show?
Yes. They're basically doing push notifications through the Perfect 365 app, which gives them another 50 million viewers to access.
And is there can you buy products off the app, or is there any way you can link up to Head Lux?
It links you to the sites of the products, correct.
Oh, that's awesome. Is True Treatments?
With special coupon codes going. We have a code CleanBeauty20, which is 20% off at copperhead.com. And Copperhead is where you can get the nutritional supplements, the daily shampoo, the daily conditioner, as well as that Hero Leave-On Spray treatment I talked about. And one other cool thing we haven't discussed is about exfoliating the scalp.
Ah, very interesting. Because exfoliating the skin is so... Exfoliating the skin is super important. I mean, the facial skin and the body skin. And I guess you're right, because we forget that the scalp is skin, right?
Exactly. And what happens, so many women use dry shampoo or pollutants in the air can cause excessive sebum buildup, and which causes dryness and itchiness and flaking and just kind of overall inflammation of the scalp. So we have a really great product that is so soothing. It's actually finely chopped walnut, which is naturally high in copper, and it's an exfoliator for the scalp, and it helps to detoxify, get rid of any excessive sebum, and it also helps to soothe any itch or dryness that could be going on, whether it's caused by the pollution or other products or hormonal imbalances. It doesn't matter. So it's a great product. It has tea tree oil and eucalyptus to really soothe it.
And this is a scrub for the scalp that you use in the shower.
Yes, and you can also use it as a body scrub. It's quite invigorating. I love it on the feet too. It feels amazing on the feet.
I was about to say, for hands and feet and for face, that would be great. And is it like a soapy, sudsy thing, or is it just like a balm? Or?
It starts out as a scrub, but then when you add water to it, it lathers beautifully to really help detox that scalp.
And you can use it as a shampoo?
Yes, it is a shampoo. You can use it once or twice a week in place of your daily shampoo. You do not need to use another shampoo after it. It rinses out quite well.
So do you formulate all these things, Brooke?
We work with some of the top labs in the country. I come to them with ideas and say, wow, why can't we do this? How come people aren't addressing graying hair? There's so many products on the market for growing hair, but not addressing the graying aspect of it. So we work with top labs in the country and it's a lot of work. It takes about 5 years.
So you're an entrepreneur, you're a visionary, and you're also a teacher. Like you write curricula, or you write text. You're involved with writing textbooks, no?
I actually co-authored the first ever color cosmetics textbook for Milady, which is used in the schools to learn makeup for estheticians and training. So I did that, I think I forgot what year I did that. It was about 8 years ago. So yes, I did. I helped write that curriculum.
And what do you want people to know in our last couple of minutes here? What do you want people to know about taking care of their hair?
Well, it starts from inside out. So supplements are essential to having beautiful hair as well. And making sure your products are clean. Our products are free of nasties. And when I call them, that's the parabens, the silicones, the sulfates, synthetic fragrance, and one more important one, synthetic dye as well. Synthetic fragrance can just throw your whole formula off if you say it's clean, and you have a little word called perfume or fragrance. So we don't use those. We use essential oils, and it's super important to leave those products out of your hair.
If somebody has gray hair and they're using dye now, obviously we know that dye is a problem. It's associated with all kinds of health challenges. How long will it take them, if they use your program and your protocol and your products, how long will it take them to notice results?
Well, just like anything, it can vary from individual, but I would say on average you need to last about 90 days to see the growth, and you will actually see your natural pigment color come through. We're not saying we're changing your hair color if you dyed your hair red. We're not saying it's going to change the color of the dyed hair. We're stimulating the natural pigment production at the roots.
Have you seen gray hair reverse?
We have. We've seen it. Yes, absolutely, and it's incredible. But you have to be consistent with it. So just like anything, if you're going to use it, you got to continue to use it. But it's all great ingredients, and you feel good, and you look good, and your skin looks great too because it's helpful with collagen production. Well,
that's one of the most common questions that I get asked is how to reverse gray hair. And by the way, I call it silver hair, not gray hair. But how do you? So you got people's attention now when you say that they're going to be able to reverse hair graying. How do they get a hold of the product?
Our website is copperhead.com. That's COPPERHED.com. No A in the head. And we also are offering a 20% off with CleanBeauty20 as our code. We have free shipping on over $70. And we also have a great recycle program. If you keep 6 of your bottles, we will send you a call tag to pick up your product and give you a $10 credit for future orders because we're all about sustainability.
So what's the first thing people should start off with? Is it the copper infusion daily hair and scalp leave-on treatment? Is that the first thing?
The leave-on treatment and the supplements for sure.
And then can the what's that device called, the flat iron thing? I mean,
yes, the Copperhead S Styler. That's our flat iron that gives you so much versatility. When you flatten out, you can do everything. You can curl, wave, or flip, or straighten.
Can they get copper from that? Will it deliver copper?
It's not delivering copper into the hair, but we're using it as an excellent conductor of heat and electricity to give you the most even heat distribution.
And then tell us about real quick about the not the exfoliating shampoo, but the daily shampoo and the daily conditioner.
Yes, they are. First of all, they smell amazing. They have this really beautiful orange bergamot scent to it. And the daily shampoo is rich and creamy, and you need to add a lot of water to it because a little goes a long way. Everything is just very rich, which is good. It's going to last you longer. And the daily conditioner is really heavy and creamy, but it doesn't weigh the hair down. So it's rich. It feels so good, but it doesn't weigh any fine hair down.
And I noticed the ingredients are almost like a high-end skincare product. You've got peptides in there. You've got copper.
You use mega doses of active ingredients. And some of those ingredients are $9,000 a kilo, believe it or not, some of those copper ingredients.
Copper's expensive.
But our products are very, they last a long time. They go a long way.
Well, I'm thinking you could wash your face with that daily shampoo there, Brooke. That sounds like
I haven't tested it yet for that, so I'm not going to recommend that to my customers just yet. But you and I can start working on something.
I think so. And then the conditioner real quick. We're just got about 30 seconds here. The conditioner real quick.
Rich and creamy, but doesn't weigh the hair down, and really helps to prevent any split ends and add a lot of shine.
Brooke, you're awesome. Thank you so much. Give your website out again real quick and tell the folks about the TV show again real quick.
Yep, you can find our products at copperhead.com, COPPERHED. And our TV show is May 27th, 7 o'clock Pacific time on CW Network. It's called The Look All-Stars.
And the app? The
app that you can find the looks is the Perfect 365 app. It's free and easy to download.
Brooke, you are awesome, charismatic, brilliant, and beautiful. Thank you so much. We'll talk to you again really soon.
Thanks Ben. Brooke. You're awesome. Have a great day, and thank you for having me.
Thank you. Brooke Bowles, co-founder and president of Head Lux, as well as the inventor of the Copperhead liquid supplement and appliance hair care system. That's all the time we have for today, folks. Thank you for listening to The Bright Side. Check out our websites, brightsideben.com, pharmacistben.com, and criticalhealthnews.com for good health information, and the longevity products and Truth Skin Health products can be had at truthtreatments.com, truthtreatments.com. I am Pharmacist Ben. Have a wonderful, beautiful, awesome, spectacular day. We'll talk to you later, folks. Bye for now.